Yeah, the other one cut off and stuff, and so he told me, the guy, the one I was whatever a long time ago. I still remember a lot of these things. I haven't seen him in years, almost 7, 8 years. I don't know. He must have. I don't know where he is, or he moved. I don't know. We just lost contact. He said that when you go to a ward, they take your insurance. You got cigarettes. He said he had cigarettes, and when he got out, they wasn't there because they're like a drug. So or something like that. And he said that some people, they stay in there from like 7 days to 14 days. You know, like the case and stuff like that. So you're in there, they feed you, you play cards, you watch television. You're in a room, you could sleep day and night, but you do have a little groups and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have, if that's what it means, that I have to help myself, then if I have to go through that, then I have to go through that. You know what I mean? So a lot of us have seen it on TV. A lot of us have experienced it, and if I gotta do that, I gotta do that. Like, I figure, like, if I try these different medications, I have to do it for myself, and I pray something works, and that's the next step to get me to where I'm supposed to, like the Great Oz, like Emerald City. I don't know. I just want to be happy. I want them to be. I mean, I've talked about a light at a tunnel a long time ago, and I did get to that point, and I did do a lot of things, and I did get to different places in my life where everything was, everything worked out. But this is another thing for me to explore, to go to distance, to make my life better. If this is what it means to do it, I did it with the energy drinks for a long time. I'm still doing it. There was a period of time where I had got the right one, and it worked for a long time. But I switched to another one, and it was working a long time. But the way that things are going now with these energy drinks, it's not like it's affecting my body and just a little bit. Or the other one I did the other night, it was called Bang, and it was making me happy, like. And then you know what comes on? Plus I'm laughing. You know what comes on the television? The freaking Joker freaking video. Somebody had called me Joker a long time ago. I said I ain't no Joker. It's because I like to laugh and shit. I like to, I'm a Taurus. I'm a comedian. I'm a whatever. I don't know, mischievous or whatever and shit. Whatever and shit. Not like a jester, but you know what I mean. Like a Not like a joker to play jokes on people, but like gags and shit. But I have a very good sense of humor. You know, you're probably wondering, a person like that has a good sense of humor, that's good around people, helps people. How can he be alone? How could he not have people around him? It's just the way it is. Maybe it's myself holding myself back. I don't know. It don't feel like that, but I feel like it's not me. It's them out there, it's not me and shit, People are different, so and so. I'm just like, something goes whatever, I jump out of it. Like, I don't want no part of this, I want to be around positive people. I want to be around, so and so, good people. I want to be, all this shit. And it just happens like that until you meet something, It's like I meet somebody, and something goes wrong, or whatever, but at least I get to do something for a little while. I could say it to myself, I tried. So tomorrow I'm just gonna go in there, talk to the doctor, get evaluated, and see where it goes from then. Get the medication, maybe I am mentally ill, maybe I'm not, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, for real, you know. And you know, it'll just add on. If I am, it'll just add on to who I am, or so and so, you know, or whatever. You know, I was I talked to the doctor a long time on the phone from Staten Island Hospital, and he says that it could be like in the family, or something happens to somebody and it happens to them, or they could have had it in them all this time, and you know, or they could have it as a baby, or they could have had it and it like stopped, or like you know, and then you become. He told me this shit, yeah, and I'm looking at him like, yeah. He said you could have been mentally ill one time and didn't even know it. You could, and then and then it's like it leave you, and then you become normal. I don't know. That's the best way I can whatever. He said there's cases like that, or it's just in you, and it develops later, and shit like that. Or it takes like a very bad thing to happen in your life, and it goes straight to your brain, and it grows and grows. So he said you could have been having it. You know, it could have started in 2002 and kept growing and growing, and to the point where it just got so big that now it's in you fully, and you need something to fight against it. You know what I mean? So that's like, you know, so to beat it, I hate to say, I mean, to deal with it, he says most likely that, yeah, that you could have it. The symptoms and the way it sounds like, you know, and I'm looking at him like, you know what I mean? My friend that I was talking to a long time ago, 7 or 8 years ago, he was with his parents because he didn't know what to do, and they tested him. He thought it was something else. They kept bringing him back there, and the doctor or whoever was talking to the parents, they said, basically fucked his mind up. You know what I mean? So he was looking at them, and he was smiling, and the doctor, and he says, you see the way he is. My friend went through that and shit, so that's what I'm saying. You could be normal today, and the next day you could be mentally ill, or God forbid an accident, you could have no arms, no leg, you know? But if this is what it means, at least I got to live as a normal for mad years, you know? And everybody has to adapt to what they are. I mean, normal, whatever. Doug, I'm Doug, you know what I mean? We all, it becomes part of us, and that's another part of us, another chapter that, you know, I just have to go through what I have to go. I have to go on a road, speed bumps. That's like saying, you know, I'm praying like the first one I do, it's going to help me. Or I'm going to have to, that's one, and then a speed bump, and then another one, a speed bump, and then another speed bump, you know. But I have to do it for myself. I don't feel like shopping for food. I'm not saying that's suicidal or whatever the deal it is. I just don't feel like doing it. And I'm the type that if I don't feel like doing something, I won't do it. I figure maybe I get the book bag and go up there and fucking just shove fucking dollar food in my book bag and just come back. You know, I'm gonna say one thing last before this thing cuts off. Me and my mother used to take, when I took care of her, a shopping cart. It's built like, I call it the tank. It's 2 shopping carts put together. It's big, giant. It could hold so much. I used to think back in the day, like I used to with the senior citizens, look at this one. When I was a kid, I used to say that. I thought it was funny. Then I'm pushing it for my mother. We're going to a dollar store, and I said, those damn it, senior citizens are smart. So I started doing it. I've been doing it for years. For years I've been doing it, even with my mother and so, and you know, and I'm, you know, That's how I do it. Could you imagine? It's like that's the way I do it, and I don't feel. You know what I mean? That's not good. If you got something to do, do it. You know, I have a dentist appointment. You know, I've been feeling I want to be 100%. And anything I do, this way I could get through it. But I said, you know, I want to be 100% in my mind and everything. I haven't felt like whatever, so I won't go. It's been like months, you know? You know what I mean? I got 3 freaking crowns I gotta do. I might have to get a root canal right here, you know? That's what I'm saying, bro. I said in the video, it's like, I don't like being, you know, held back. Or I'm not like this, bro. Originally, I'm not, you know, I do everything and shit. I still do bills. I still take care of myself. I feed Fantasia. I feed myself. You know, I do whatever, Michael. You know what I mean? I do whatever. But I'm telling you, the doctor told me, he said it sounded like depression. Depression makes you stop doing things and stuff. It holds you back. So I said to him, you trying to tell me my mind's playing tricks on me and stuff and whatever. First of all, I said I control myself. Nothing controls me. You know what I mean? That's funny, yo. I mean, not to say that depression is funny, but it's like your own mind, you know? It's part of you. It should be like an ally. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong, your ideas and stuff, but he said because of that chemical in your mind, you don't have it. So it's like, basically, when so you're telling me I need that as ammunition to fight off the, you know, he started laughing and shit. He said, yeah, in some form, like, he wanted to relate to me, the doctor from Staten Island and shit, because he seen I was really, and I told him, he says, you're very lucky. And if you are, which it sounds like you are, and what you do with your life and the way you take care of yourself, and this, he says, for a person that has that, is very lucky. And most people can't take care of themselves. They get hospitalized or they whatever. He said, you're a miracle. That you could still be whatever and still go through these things and think certain, you know what I mean? He says, you have a very good chance. He was down to earth. He says, all you need is the cherry on the cake. The medicine is on the cherry. The ice cream is already there. And I'm looking at him like, you know, this dude's wicked. Or whatever, the way he's like, you know, maybe he could be my doctor. I don't know if I ever wanted to look, but he don't do that type of thing with medication, and you know, he'll do like one-on-ones, but it's for the hospital thing when they first get in there and stuff. See, I had went in there, and so I was a patient at that time for like they wanted to check out my brain in that machine, so it was the right time in case I needed therapy and stuff. He gave me his number if I ever get like that point, you know, or I couldn't do anything, and they have my address, and not saying that God forbid whatever, they call over here and they take me in the ambulance. You know, I thought of all these things, anything to get me to be better, like, you know. But look at me, I could still talk, I could still think, you know. You know what I mean? And it felt like at one point last night, I felt something here, like, you know? It was weird, like, depending what I drank or whatever. I don't know. But I was very happy that I was able to flow. And still able, with that hunger, and still whatever, or just attempting to do it in a different way, but still wanting to do it. So I was very proud of myself last night. Here's another video I'm going to download, so I'm just going to go in tomorrow and do what I have to do, and I'll let y'all know. Or knowing me, maybe I'll show myself how I look on that shit. Knowing me, I know how I am. And, or just say, or here's the medicine, or say, I'm going to do it now. You know me and shit. Maybe I'll do some flows later. I don't know. All right, peace out, yo. Wish me luck. Peace.